I'm not posting on a Wednesday, I'm posting on a Thursday, but from now on I'm gonna try to post super more regularly. And yes, let's get to it. Anyway, today we're going to do a Valentine's Day tutorial. This is ILLAMASQUA's Beyond Veil Skin Glowing Gel. This is a primer. First time I'm using it. I had it for a while, but I don't know, it was just stashed away somewhere. This is like a jelly, and this is supposed to be like super hydrating and luminous at the same time. From first impressions, it is very luminous, and at the same time it does have like a pore smoothing feel to it without feeling too much like a silicone primer, which I love. And as a base, I'm gonna use my two favorite foundations of the moment. You might have guessed them. This is the HUDA Beauty Full Filter Foundation in the shade Milkshake, and this is the NARS Natural Radiance Longwear Foundation blah 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 in the shade Oslo. These are two very pale shades. This is a little bit yellow, this is a little bit pinky, and I'm neutral, so I love the consistency of both, and mixing them just makes it a little bit more neutral. And also, my pigmentation hasn't been as strong and angry lately, so I don't think I need the full force of Huda, and the NARS one is a little bit more lightweight. I have reviews on both of these if you haven't seen below the change in undertone. But they are both quite pale, so I just mix them up. And I'm also not really a Valentine's Day kind of person, so I am doing this tutorial because I love themed makeup and fun. And this could be used any time of the year really, but on Valentine's Day, you'll probably find me at home eating Domino's in my PJs. With my boyfriend, of course. As an under eye concealer, I'm just gonna use the Huda foundation because that's what I've been using. And this is a trick I've picked up from Wayne Goss. He says to first prime your eyes, then go foundation over it, and then powder, and then you can go into eyeshadow. And it's been doing wonders for me. I know it sounds like a lot of layers, but it's been working, I swear. And now I turn for the rest of the foundation that I had here. And I'm just gonna powder my eyes and under eyes. We're gonna be using the ABH Modern Renaissance palette. And we're gonna start with Tempera. And this is basically just to set the eye. And then gonna go into Burnt Orange. This palette is very pigmented, so you don't need to like go in at it a lot. Just a little bit goes a really long way. So I usually just prefer to layer it. I'm gonna take Love Letter very slightly. Add a little pink to the crease. I'm also gonna link last year's tutorial because I still really like it. And with this fluffier brush, I'm gonna go into Antique Bronze. Fill out the corners a little bit. We're gonna go now into this pigment from Inglot, and it is called the AMC Pure Pigment Eyeshadow, and the shade is 86. I love Inglot Pigment, but I just did shit. Okay, take number 2. We're gonna take the primer from before and just dot a little bit here. Do it a little on the lower lash line, which we're gonna fill in later. Trust me, if you're ever looking for eye pigments, look no further than Inglot. They have amazing pigments, I have so many. And now with a more pointed fluffy brush, we're gonna go back into Antique Bronze and just define the corners a little bit more. And we're gonna grab that Antique Bronze as well and go on the lower lash line. If you want, you can even go a little bit into this darker brown shade. And with a very pointy brush, just, again, emphasize those corners. Dramatic, if that's what you're going for. And now you just clean up around a little bit, just fluff it up. if you have any fallout, just go over it with a beauty blender. Today I'm gonna be using the Better Than Sex mascara from Too Faced. And let's move on to brows. Today I'm gonna be filling them in with the Too Faced Chocolate Brownie Cocoa Powder Pencil. And it's slated and smells like cocoa, so can't really go wrong. I have pretty bushy brows, so I just fill them in a little bit, especially here to create a more full line underneath. I didn't used to do this, then I started doing it and it makes such a difference. And then of course my trusted ABH Tinted Brow Gel. Okay. I love this so much. It's like the perfect shade. I actually want to see, I've never tried their brow pencils ever, which is horrible to say. Now that I'm onto that scene, I want to see if they have a matching shade of this brow gel in a pencil, which they probably do. I actually haven't done contour in such a long time, but I've noticed that in person it doesn't really bother me. But on camera my face looks a little flat, especially in the nose area. It just looks like I'm Voldemort. And I love you, Voldy, but I ain't trying to be you. We're gonna go into NABLA's Gotham, and it's one of my fave contours ever because it is super gentle, super light. And this is not my favorite brush ever. Where is it? Here it is. This is my favorite contour brush ever. It's the Louise Young LY51. It's a little bit expensive, but worth it. Oh, that's much better. Okay. I don't even want to thin my nose. I just want my nose to appear like a nose on camera, which can be tricky. As a highlighter, I'm gonna go with NABLA's Obsexed. Do the top of the cheeks a little bit. This is a slightly dual chromie in a pinky way, which is why I think it's lovely here. Also gonna go with my pinky and just do a little inner corner highlight. And here you can actually really see the duochromeness because it's overlaying a little bit of the brown. And then just a little into Baby Glow as well from NABLA, just to give a little bit more pure glow. And as a blush, I'm gonna be using the ZOEVA Nude Spectrum Blush Palette, which I'm obsessed with, you probably know. I'm gonna be using this one, mixed with this one. And finally, we're gonna do lips, but first I'm gonna exfoliate with the e.l.f. lip scrub, because again, acne has been killing my lip. So I'm gonna be using the Charlotte Tilbury Lip Cheat and the shade Supersize Me. See how dry my lips are? Ugh. And then we're gonna go in with Charlotte Tilbury lipstick as well, and it's the shade The Duchess. And this is a soft matte, so it's like a satiny matte finish. And, you know, you could grunge it out. Just gonna quickly. And this is the final look. And that is pretty much it. If you guys like this video, give it a big ol' thumbs up and subscribe to the channel for more. Don't forget to click the little bell button so you know every single time I'm uploading. And I'm also going to be doing the winter tutorial very soon, which I'm very excited about because it's going to be a really like wonky tutorial. And in the meantime, happy Valentine's Day!